Hello and welcome to Let's Play Stardew Valley, episode 59. Here in the morning of year 2, spring the 5th. Grab that bream out of the fish smoker. Nothing on TV. Head outside. Take a quick walk around the farm here. Pet and water Fartomo. Alright, look at this. Honey. If there are no flowers in range of the bee houses, your honey is just called wild honey. And it is a basic, not as valuable version of honey. I'm going to keep one of these and sell the other. And the one I'm going to keep is going to go to the community center. Which I think, yep, this will finish up the pantry, and my reward is the greenhouse. So I'm looking forward to that. Head to the barn, pet LaBeef and lasers. Grab some milk from the same. I'm going to open up the garage doors and let the animals eat outside today. I think there is enough grass. Wow, look at this. My deluxe coop is done. Now the trough is 12 squares wide, so this deluxe coop can support 12 animals. It also allows me to have rabbits. Where's the other chicken? There it is. Alright, everybody get petted. Cool. I'm gonna go check on this shed here. Oh yeah, look at all those blueberry jellies. I just got around 20 blueberry jellies, so I'm going to replace those empty jars with more blueberries. Oh, nice. My garlic is ready for picking. So I just picked, what is that, 13 pieces of garlic. I got 5 oak resins. Okay, I think that's all the food and produce I can get for today. Sell the silver and gold garlics, and a couple of the oak resins, and one of the cherries, one of the apricots. Okay, so I still need wood. I'm critically low on wood, But I do have a solution. It's a temporary solution. As I talked about yesterday, I'm going around the various map screens and removing the trees which grew up during the green storm. So here in the back roads, I cut down like 4 oak trees that aren't really supposed to be there. They only grew there because of the green storm. And I'm going to do the same thing on the screen that has Robin and the mines. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull up the map here real quick. Stand by. Okay, so I got it pulled up here. I'm gonna walk around and be on the lookout for trees that aren't supposed to be here. Starting with these two. These 2 oak trees, awkwardly above Robin's house, are not supposed to be here. So down they go. This giant tree here, obviously, is supposed to be there. Grab a horseradish. This pine tree here is supposed to be here, as is this one. And this maple is supposed to be here as well. This pine and this pine are also properly supposed to be here. Real quick, I'm just going to give Linus a gift. Linus, you get a cherry. He says, that was a great gift. Okay, this tree right here is not supposed to be here, so down it goes. And this one, which is awkwardly in front of the Adventurers Guild, also comes down. This one's not supposed to be here. Nor are either of these two. I think the quarry might have some trees. It's got a few that are trying to grow. None fully grown yet, though. Alright. So I've removed all of these surplus trees. And in return, I got a bunch of wood. This will give me a little time to wait for my own trees on the farm to grow. While I'm here, I might as well try giving out some fruit. Hey Demetrius, have an apricot. He thinks my apricot was a very interesting specimen. Hey Maru, have a cherry. She likes the cherry. Alright, I'm gonna drop this shad in the fish tank real quick. Shad. So the only fish that I still need are the catfish, the eel, the wood skip, and the pufferfish. Heading on over to the pantry. Looks like this wild honey is the last thing that I need to donate. And for my reward, I got a keg. A swarm of Junimos appears. So many wonderful bundles. Thank you. Thank you. Wow, look at this. Now the pantry is spick and span and full of delicious fresh food. And the kitchen dining room looks pretty good too. Over top of the fireplace, one of the 4 stars in the circle is filled in, and there's a cute little green Junimo following me around. Alright, you get to stay back there. Go ahead and head on back to the farm here. Okay, so I want to plant some seeds. Why don't we do... I guess we could do mixed seeds. That'd be kind of fun. I'll do 13 of those. And then I'll just plant, I don't know, I'll plant a potato in that one missing spot over on Southwestern Isle. See, Southwestern Isle has this one missing crop spot right here. Let's plant a potato there. And then these 13 spots, I'm going to put mixed seeds. Go ahead and head on over to the shed, throw down my brand new keg. What am I going to put in that keg? How about a pumpkin? Get a nice pumpkin juice going. Go ahead and sell off the horseradish. And I'm going to stash the carrot seeds. Now I have 18 carrot seeds. When I get a chance, / when I remember, I'll be sure to plant some. Sell a bunch of jelly, sell a bunch of beer. Alright. I have about 3 hours left until midnight. I'm going to go to the beach and do a little fishing. I'm at the beach. Grabbing some mussels and clams and such. I'm going to take some of the bait off of my fishing pole and put it in these crab pots that I have. And then I'll rebait the fishing pole. And we'll just do a couple of casts here. Caught a herring. Caught another herring. Let's do like one more. And I caught a halibut. I might try to smoke the halibut. Hey, it's Mayor Lewis. He says, I hope things are going well on Pretty Cool Farm. I'd hate to see it all dried up. Mayor Lewis has gotten a lot of goodies. He hasn't gotten any dried mushroom yet, though. Here you go, buddy. Yeah, he seemed to like that. Shane the bag. Says, don't you have work to do? I just gave him a beer, even though he doesn't deserve it. Go ahead and check the calendar real quick. Sunday is Mayor Lewis's birthday. Oh man, these automatically generated quests are funny. It says, I need emerald to rub on my sore tooth. Please bring one as soon as possible. Signed, Harvey. So Harvey wants an emerald to rub on his tooth. Now, I'm not a geologist or a dentist, but I'm pretty sure rubbing a hard mineral on your tooth is not the most fantastic idea. Imagine doing that with like a diamond. Alright, sell off a bunch of the beach stuff. And I'll go ahead and smoke the halibut. And then it's off to bed. Ah, the Junimos are rebuilding. The raccoon just jumped out of it. The Junimos are rebuilding my greenhouse. And I got about 11,000? Yeah. The blueberry jelly and beer got me most of that. Wake up on the morning of the 6th. Grab the smoked halibut. Nothing on TV. Head on outside. Got a letter. The letter says, Ryan, I'm really craving a fresh apricot. I haven't been able to find one at the store, so I'm asking you. I'll pay you well for it. From Emily. Well, as it just so happens, I have apricots. And also have 4 trees that need chopping. Allow me to Take care of that real quick. Got about 100 wood from doing that chopping. And I'll go ahead and replant as many seeds as I can. I also got a house plant. I think it fell out of the tree, but I'm not 100% sure. Head to the animal zone, do a bunch of petting. Head inside the coop. Grab 3 gold mayonnaises, as well as a duck mayo. Head inside the barn. I'm now getting gold star goat cheese, which is pretty cool. Grab 8 IPAs and 8 beers. I'll go ahead and use the last of my hops. Why not? Be growing more hops pretty soon. Throw in 12 wheats and 4 hops. Not going to get any milk from Lasers the goat, but I will get some from the beef. Head to the shed real quick. Nothing's ready in the shed. Head to my fruit trees, grab an apricot and a cherry. No trees ready yet on the Western Isle. There are a bunch of pine cones, which I'll dig up. Over here on Oak Isle, I've got 8 parsnips. Go ahead and pick those. Ah, look at this. The ruined building on my farm that I noticed on day 1 is my greenhouse, and now it is repaired. So let's talk about how the greenhouse works for a little while here. It's pretty simple. Let's go inside the greenhouse. The greenhouse is this big interior area where you can grow crops year-round. The season does not matter. So I can grow spring, summer, fall, or winter crops in here. And they'll just keep growing perpetually. They never die. They never get hit by lightning. It's pretty fantastic. The greenhouse is a little bit of a game changer on your Stardew Valley farm. Although the floor space is a little bit limited. I do have to worry about sprinklers. You know, you're still responsible for watering the plants. So I will be installing some sprinklers in here. And the simplest thing to do with the greenhouse is to just fill it with periodic crops, like your strawberries, blueberries, cranberries, that type of thing. Let's take a look at my seeds here real quick. I'm going to grab 8 carrots to replace the 8 parsnips. And for my greenhouse, I'm actually going to wait and keep most of the floor area empty for now. Once I get strawberries, I'll plant some strawberries in there. Once I get blueberries, once I get cranberries, I'll plant all that stuff in there. I can plant something useful in there right this minute. I have to go to Pierre's first, though. Hey, it's Haley. She says, I'm feeling an urge to go shopping. Ah, I wish there was a mall here. Have a sunflower. Alright, let's stay on target here. I'm going to buy 8 bean starters, and I'm going to grow 1 ring of green beans in the greenhouse. And once I start growing them, they're basically there forever. I can probably also start cranberries and blueberries because I have my seed maker. And I have a bunch of blueberries and cranberries saved up. So I'll probably be able to use that to get 8 seeds, each of those. Sell my parsnips, sell some of the beer, some of the IPA. First thing I want to do is make... Need to brew up some iron first. Just going to use quality sprinklers. I'll go ahead and plant my green bean starter. I just won't be able to water it automatically. Actually, yeah, I want to wait to do this because once I put the green bean starter down, I won't be able to even get to the center of it. So I'm going to wait until these irons are done cooking. In the meantime, I can go to the shed and grab 8 blueberries and 8 cranberries. Probably do the same with grapes too. Yeah, let's do that. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh, my inventory is full. I'll have to come back here. Okay, first thing I'm going to try to do is put a grape into the seed machine and see if it puts out grape starter. Set this house plant down. Oh, it didn't work. I got 3 mixed seeds. Let's try another grape. See, I'm not sure if that means that you just can't turn grapes into grape starter, or if it means that I just got unlucky. because sometimes the seed machine just gives you mixed seeds instead of what it's supposed to. Ah, here we go. Grape starter. Good. Throw the other grape in the machine there. Now I can make some sprinklers. Quality sprinklers. Should be done like any second now. Ah, I got mixed seeds again. Bummer. Let's throw a cranberry in there. Alright, I'm going to go over to the warehouse, or the greenhouse, not the warehouse. I'm going to plant my 8 green beans. But first I'm going to put the sprinkler in the middle of it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now that'll be my perpetual green beans. Forever green beans. Green beans aren't worth a ton of money, but they are pretty decent for making pickles with. Nice little steady source of income. Alright, I got some cranberry seeds. I just have to do this to the other 7 cranberries. I'm going to put my grapes here in this ring. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yep. Put the grapes here. And I'm going to have to wait until they get fully mature and start making their own grapes. And I can use those grapes to make more grape starter. Or I can just wait until summer, or is it fall? Yeah, I think it's fall. So I'll probably have this thing completely full of grapes by the time fall comes around. I was also supposed to talk to Harvey and give him an emerald for his tooth. In the clinic. Nope, closed. How about the star drop? There's Willie. I'm gonna try giving Willie this cherry. Here you go, bro. He likes the cherry. Found a lost library book. Alright, I don't see Harvey in here. I do see Emily, though. Emily's gonna get her prized apricot. She says, "Oh, you followed through. Thanks, this looks delicious." I got 600 gold. Alright, how about, what's his face? Gus. What can I give Gus? Could try giving Gus the goat cheese. Here you go, bro. He liked it. Pam gets her IPA. Oh, I've already given her 2. Kent gets an IPA. So far, I've only given Kent booze. When I talk to him, Kent says, "Jody tells me you've really become part of this community. I'm glad to hear it." There's Leah. Leah says, I love to decorate for the different seasons. Marnie says, I just remembered. It's been about a year since you adopted Fartomo. I bet the two of you have grown really close by now. Willie says, if the local fishing scene got a bit more lively, I might expand the shop stock. Clint says, sometimes I wonder how I ended up in this town. Yeah. Why don't you cry about it a little bit? Giving Clint a lot of gifts. Guess I'll give him a jelly. Alright, I'll have to give Harvey his emerald. No. If he doesn't show up to the star drop, I'm gonna miss that quest. Oh well. Life goes on. So I've gotten 4 cranberry seeds. I'm going to keep doing this until I get 8 of them, and then I'm going to plant all 8 at the same time. Got 3 from that one. I think all I need is 1 more. Got 3 more. Cool. I now have extra cranberry seeds, more than I need, so I'll just put 2 in my seed chest. And we'll head on over to the greenhouse and get them planted. Plop a sprinkler in the middle. Now we've got cranberries year-round. Also, needless to say, the greenhouse does not require a scarecrow. And like I said before, it is completely immune to weather such as lightning. I didn't quite get all my blueberries turned into seeds, but that's okay. Did get 4 seeds, so I will continue that process tomorrow. It's 12:20, time to head to bed. Got about 5,000 that day, mostly from beer and pale ale. And we're going to wake up on the morning of year 2, spring the 7th. I have 205,000 in the bank. 2 blueberry seeds ready to go. That's going to wrap it up. Peace.